It's Amber or AJ the Realtor, depending on the platform you are currently watching me on, and this is what you need to know. In this video, I want to discuss credit as it relates to being a first-time home buyer in this market in these COVID streets, okay? So I do want to put out two disclaimers. First disclaimer is I have a phone in my hand because that is where my notes are, because I am not memorizing any lines for this video. And the second is that I am not a credit specialist, credit repair specialist, any of those things. I'm a licensed realtor in the state of Ohio. That is what I am licensed and certified to do. Those are my credentials and things of that nature. So just so there's no misunderstanding and I'm not misleading anyone, there's that. So when it comes to purchasing a home, I do get a lot of initial questions before anyone is even ready to go anywhere near the shopping phase. And a lot of those are, what does my credit score need to be? And things like that. So the first thing I want to touch on is, knowing what is on your credit. And when it comes to knowing what's on your credit, we know the basic things, and that's, our auto loan, our credit cards, and things like that. We know that those are on there, but more specifically, how certain items have affected your credit negatively or positively, or things that you need to be aware of. So pulling your credit reports, using annualcreditreport.com, which during COVID, they have allowed people to pull their credit reports, without that, I think they had like a rule or something that you could only do it once a year. You want to double check if they're still doing that, but I know last time I checked, they were still allowing people to do that. There are other platforms like Credit Karma and things like that, which I know can be a guide, but are not, specific. So you want to be careful using that. I myself use Credit Karma, like I said, just as a guide, but I don't use it as, Bible. Take it as Bible. So knowing what's on your credit, knowing what your credit score is. Typically, as far as applying for a home loan, you want to be anywhere between 620 and 640. I will say due to COVID, that number has been bumped up a little bit to where 640 and up is really what is preferred or recommended. Now, those of you who are watching this and maybe your credit score is not that high, all is not lost. That does not mean that you still can't apply. What it does mean is that you would need to reach out to me specifically if you're in the state of Ohio, and we can sit down and have a discussion of options that are available for you. If you're not in Ohio, I would reach out to a lender. You can still reach out to me even if you're not in Ohio, because I do know real estate agents or realtors in other states that I could connect you with, and they can help you with trying to, figure out what best fits your needs. But as far as Ohio is concerned, there are options available. I don't want you to get discouraged and think that, oh, well, my credit score is X, I can't purchase a home. So I don't want you to feel that way. And then as far as credit information, obviously that is a key item as we're talking about applying for a loan, but also, knowing what other information you need to have to put along with that. As far as your credit is concerned, if they're supporting documents, maybe you paid something off or something like that, you definitely want to make sure you have that information. But there are obviously other documents that you want to make sure that you submit to the lender. And so for me specifically, when I sit down with people, I will let them know like a brief summary of, what they need to have, like a list of items that they need to have, or the lender does go over that with them. It really depends on the situation, because as fast as this market is going, sometimes I don't have a chance to have that like first initial like interview with the client. I may just, send them directly to the lender, especially if they have a property that they're interested in, because, time is of the essence in this real estate market. So, we've touched on a few things. I do want to stress, as far as COVID is concerned, yes, it has, affected, the requirements as far as credit scores, but it also does not mean that you aren't able to purchase a home. I know that there are people that have been affected as far as their employment, not necessarily been laid off, but maybe their hours have been reduced, and there are options available for you as well. So those are things that, you know, if you really want to be a homeowner, or, you know, you've been thinking about it for a while, it's one of your goals and things like that, you want to make sure that you still speak with a realtor, still set up that consultation and have that conversation with them about your wants and needs, regardless, you know, if you know, maybe you were working 40 hours, but for the last couple of months, you've only been working 30 to 35. That doesn't mean, like I said, that you cannot purchase a home. You just need to ask those questions and find out, you know, for sure where you stand. So I hope that this video was helpful. As I said, if you are, you know, have additional questions, you're wanting to know, you know, what you need to do to apply for a loan, to purchase a home and things like that, make sure you do contact me. If you're watching me on Instagram, my information is in my bio. If you're watching me on Facebook, then in the About section on my Facebook business page, you can find my contact information there. For anyone that did not know, I do have a Facebook business page. You can go on there and like that. I post on there as well. And like I said, like and follow me over there. If you're watching me on YouTube, I always put my contact information as well as my social media handles in the description box below. And as I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to seeing you guys around the city, and stay safe, stay home, happy holidays, and I'll see you in the next one.